thing going on.
Yeah. Duck face. It's got all the duck face.
Okay, right then, knees up then. Jump, get those arms up as well, just because you're kicking doesn't mean you're not going to use your arms. Flip the back.
Is it me or are they going?
Yeah, they're going for. Okay, twist.
You keep
Go
going.
for it.
Good, I'm gonna.
Do it back to forward.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Okay, arms forwards. Yeah. I was hoping for more time to set it up.
Hold on, I can probably resolve this.
Okay. Make sure you don't switch them both off by touching the screen. Okay, arms back. Then. Yeah. Yeah. Laura. Okay, arms forwards and backwards. Sergeant's out, arms up, bring it all the way over. Hands across the
I know, but I can't do anything else about it.
Okay, so there's some squats to get legs warmed up, so body up straight. Remember, get your knees over your toes. Okay, round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we go all the way down. Now with a jump, so down you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, explosive star jumps. Okay, make sure you've got space, you know, hit you to the side. So there, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake that off.
That's the best I can do.
Okay. Right then. You may want to come this way a little bit. This is small. That's right. Okay, right.
It's moving really badly. Let's see what happens.
Okay, right. So now we're going to do some light stretching.
Yeah, it's very light stretching. Okay, I shall take over now because otherwise I missed most of the warm up there. If you're wondering what it is, it's a hair bubble. Yeah. Okay. I think I was already in there anyway.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
worry.
right. So from the hips, not from rounding your back, from your hips, bend forward. Okay. Stretch yourself down. Try and keep for now your chest up. We'll roll your spine in a second. And relax your arms into it, stretch down. Up, stretch up to the ceiling. Get your hand over the way there. And stretch down. Okay, step both feet back. Okay, press up position, and then you're going to push your bum back and up into the air. Okay, pick one foot. I want you to pull forward into press up position, pull knee into your chest. Up into the air, and then stretch forward to the outside of your hands into lunge position. And remember, when you're here, you can just have a little wiggle. Doesn't matter, you haven't got to be all rigid about it. Okay. Step that foot back into the air. Other leg, crunch it in. Extend up. Outside of your hand, into the stretch. Little roll round. Right, this time, I'm going to step your back foot up, in. Horse riding stance, you're going to push your knees into the inside of your elbows and open your hips up. If you want a bit more of a stretch, you can do what Mr. Banks is doing, hold on to your feet. Or I get my stretch by turning my feet outwards. And when I get here, I'll push my hips into the stretch. Keeping heels on the floor, hands down, pick one side, you might have to move your feet a little, and drop. So keep the bent leg, knee over toes, heel flat. So I'm pushing out. If that means you're up here, that's fine, it's not a problem. Now, on the foot, I'm going to move just away from Mr. Banks a little bit because I can see the accident happening. Turn your toes up on the straight leg. Again, keep that other heel flat on the floor. across to the other side, both feet flat. Toes up to the ceiling. Okay, back to the centre, legs straight. From here again, remember, roll from your hips. So I always imagine a ball and socket joint and I'm just going to roll. Okay, roll through. Push up, take your feet a little wider.
Sorry.
We're going to invade each other's space a lot today. Roll. Oh, that is a bump on my head, I can feel that. Push up. Now very gently, because you're still warming up, push your feet as wide as you can. Okay. You should be uncomfortable, but not in pain when you stretch. Okay. Now where you are, leave your hands where they are and start walking the feet in. Keep the hands on the floor. Keep them there, keep them there, keep them there. Oh, you wussed out on me.
That's right.
And up. So give yourself a little shake off. Quick quad stretch. Okay. I don't really stretch my quads as much as I should. I'm completely honest. We're going to have some problems later on in life, but for now, woohoo. Okay, just a few little hip circles to get yourself moving. We're going to start off with the different varieties of the same kick. Because quite often when we say front kick, people think of one kind of front kick, and there's quite a lot of them, really, when you look at it. So, we're going to start off with front snap kick, front push kick. We'll do a couple of front stretch kicks to warm ourselves up for this beforehand, and jump front kick as a separate issue. I actually have no clue what Mr. Banks is doing right now. He's picking up ankle weights and all sorts. So, I'm going to move on with the stretch kicks. So, if you're someone like me, please check your clearance. I'm going to put my leg back. Don't make ridiculous stances for kicking. Having said that, don't stand like this either, because you know if you fight and you're going to stand with your feet really close together, you are a really easy target. So just a nice neutral stance. You're going to swing your leg straight up, straight back down. Again, still nice and relaxed because we're warming up. It's important to keep your legs straight. So rather than doing this and kind of cheating your way up, okay, you are better off being here with a straight leg than here with all kinds of bent leg nonsense. I should take a step to this side. No, no. Okay. Are you coming in to join me?
I'll be behind you. It's not, the camera's really narrow.
Okay. So, I will take a little step forward then. I don't know which is better to put at the front actually, but there we go. So, starting the stretch kick. I'm a little bit paranoid I'm going to kick the roof, but never mind. So ready? Right leg, straight up, straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, switch legs again. Now this time what we're going to do is up and then snatch down. Okay, so axe kick. Most of the time with an axe kick you'll go round, but here we're going up and your power is down. So light up, power down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Right, I will swap for Mr. Banks because it's actually Mr. Banks' bit about the push kick and the snap kick.
Okay, so we're going to, for those who watched the video last night, I'm going to choose this twisting out. Sorry for all the fidgeting. It's not going great.
To be fair, 20 minutes ago we didn't have electricity, so...
You're in. You're in.
I'm in.
You're in for now, for about 10 seconds before it starts moving again. Okay, right, so I'm going to do it sideways. So the difference between those who watched the video last night, front kick, front snap kick, so I'm just keeping my hips still, isolated. Again, this is more of an upward kick. You can go a little bit higher for 1, 2.
Anderson Silva.
Yes?
Yeah.
And then, well, if you look at the Anderson Silva, really you should see. And then the push kick. Okay, for those of you who do the kickboxing class, like the T. So pushing out. So getting the idea that I'm squeezing my bum in and then pushing the hips forwards. So look, hips stay still, snap, hips push forwards, push. So it's the difference between snap and a push. Okay, so we're going to do 5 snap. I'll be sideways on. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully. Okay. And then Laura's going to do it from the front, going forwards. Okay, so we're both doing right leg first. You can start any leg, you can do both legs. So go for 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now switch legs. I'll go the other way so you can see the other leg. So left leg, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. And turn again. Now push. I'm going to pick my knee up, and then that little push your hips forward. As my knee comes up, push it, then kick, extend at the same time. So the hip pushes the foot out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. To the left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Right, now roundhouse kick. Okay, remember the important thing is my foot on the floor, so turn, so kicking off the back leg. So I'm going to pick my knee up, kick, bring it back. If you find it difficult to bring it back, kick, land, bounce it back. Okay, so we go for 5 back leg roundhouse kicks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Left leg. Ready? I'm going to turn that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Okay, we're still in camera. We're doing alright. Do camera on.
Do camera on.
Okay, right, now the ball of the foot. I'll do this from the front so you get better on. Then bring my knee up, go around, and there. So my toes going out and round. There. So, get this idea, hope you can see this, pulling my toes up. So my legs back, knee comes up, kick, round and back. Foot still turning.
If I may, for those of you who struggle with the pivoting on a straight leg, because it's a difficult concept, you can also apply it with bending your supporting leg a little bit. So almost like I'm up and then I sit on it a little bit. It's very variable. People who are quite flexible don't tend to do it because everything will move on its own. But it's proof that if you are struggling, just that little turn and squatting onto it can help.
Okay, so one leg back, so go for 5 again, so with the ball of the foot. So I'm going to pull my toes up to my shin, try to get that to bend back as much as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. Same thing. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And switch legs. Right, that's fine, I felt the wind. Okay, right, now, last one. Kickboxing style or Thai style, sort of the baseball back kick. So keeping the legs straight. It's all one thing. Now, it's a little bit different because the other one's karate style. We're going out and back the same thing. And we'll try and keep that circle and go straight through. So, as I first kick, my foot comes up, I do a half turn. And as my foot comes back, I go back and spin it on the spot. And it's important, my foot on the floor, it still has enough balance, so I'll come back and I spin round. If you find it difficult in that space you've got, okay, go lower and come round. Okay? But obviously the higher the kick is, the wider out you're going to have to probably go. So whereas if you go narrow, I go from there. But if you go wide, come round. Okay, so it's up to you. Ready? So, leg back, I'll be sideways on so you get an idea from here. You're probably there. Are we still in? I'm sort of in. Ready? 1. Careful. 2. 3, you kick. 4, you kick. 5. I nearly went for it then.
Nearly.
Switch legs.
I got you, I'm good.
Okay. Ready? 1. 2. 3. Ready? 4. That's rubbish. 5. Cool. Right, shake that off.
You put the hair bubble around it, it might stay.
Well, who knows?
Yeah, for those of you who wondered what on earth happened there, That's my hair bubble holding the thing. That's why I suddenly have a ponytail. Right, I'll move on while Al is...
I'm fiddling.
What's that?
I'm fiddling.
He's fiddling. Okay, side kick. I'm going to start with my beef. Chambering positions. This, anything where your foot is behind your knee, is a roundhouse kick. Foot position is irrelevant, it is a roundhouse kick. Because, you've all had master position, my knee points to the target. If I am trailing and my foot is behind, that line is always going to be circular because I'm trailing the power. In the same way that a punch, I'm always behind the thing that's firing. This one, I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. You're not going to create linear power when something is going to whip on the end. It's the difference between me punching and me slapping in terms of where it's going to hit. And you watch loads of people come up to a board and go, and it bounces off that way, and you wonder why it's not breaking. It's because your power line is going that way through an object that needs to break that way. So when you pick up the side kick, you have to turn, and wherever your knee is, your toes have to be ahead of your knee, so that heel and knee are driving together. So, you need to turn tight and to crunch in. The best advice from this was from Amcor in the States. Crunching in, okay? Almost like you are turning your butt to the target. Okay? I don't know if you had anything you wanted to add before.
No. Yes.
So, let's start with front leg linear side kick, because I like this one, particularly for point sparring. So, what you're going to do is, again, crunch. Everything crunches. So I'm in, drive, back in, down. So everything starts then with my knee coming across my chest, almost like a seatbelt feeling. So I'm crunching everything across, out, back and down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and make sure your foot picks up in front of you every time. 5. Change legs. So again, foot in front of you. So your foot should always be on your belly button side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. So I'm going to go for the step side kick. This is actually easier, so it's going to help you get the body turn. But you've got to step behind. If you step in front, your hips are going to turn the wrong way. So we're going to step behind, same crunch, toes on this side, drive, back in, down. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change sides. Hadn't realised how much you and I clash in here. 1, behind, crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so leave your right leg back for me. The turn. So, what this means is you have to turn all the way past yourself. So, if there's a line coming out from your belly button, by the time you throw the kick, everything needs to be on that side of it. So, there's my line. When I turn, look, everything, not most of the things. So turn past the line, kick down it. If it helps, whichever leg you're kicking, put that line out in front of you. So when everything comes past it, you'll know you're ready to release the kick. Am I still standing in an okay place?
There you go.
Ready? 1. And retract it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Change sides. Again, if you want that line, have that line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And right. So, any thoughts to add on side kick, sir?
No, definitely,
Right.
that's good.
Okay. So I said I'd take back kick and spinning hook kick. So, when you spar, we'll leave sparring out because sparring is in the setup. It's not in the technique. It's in how well you can hide it, like with all I'm not going to say advanced things, but fancier things. How you do it is not about how well you do it, it's about how well you hide doing it. So, you need to be sideways on like you were going for a step side kick. If you're going to do a back kick facing forwards, you are just, really what happens there is there's about that much circle that doesn't need to be there. So sideways. Tight knees. I watch a lot of people do this, and they pick it up and they flare it wide. You can. I'm not disputing that you can. I would just say when you break boards with it, you'll keep catching your ankle on the edge of the board, and that will be what's happening, is that you're not turning tight and you're flaring wide, and it'll clip the edge of your ankle every time. So tight, knee, kick, back. We'll do it for basics, but I don't advocate going that way. If you back kick someone, I do not advocate landing forward, because you're in the zone for everything that he can hit you with. So either trickle out, or go back the way you came. Don't peer and fall forward. It's just a bad idea. So, I'm going to turn tight, kick, snatch back, put it down. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change legs. Oh, and something else I should have pointed out. To me, this is blindingly obvious. Don't do this. Looking over your non-kicking shoulder.
Okay, cut yourself in half. Okay, and if you're kicking this side, everything goes that way.
Yeah.
If you're kicking with this side, you're going that way. You can also say left and right, because you can use probably backwards, makes more sense.
Yeah. If you ever watch ballet dancers spin, head, body, the head lands first, so they get the focal point. So, turn your head first, look the way you're going. It's weird to have to say that, and yet you do.
So it's confusing because you're spinning backwards to kick forward.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're going that way, your head also has to be going with you. Ready? Left leg. 1, 2, 3. Hair going everywhere. 4 and 5. Okay. Right. And I'll cover this very quickly. There is a debate about the foot landing. Can I borrow you there, please, sir? The foot landing sideways versus landing toes down. As you can tell, I don't do toes down on people. The biggest reason I don't do toes down on people is on men. If your heel lands there, guess where your toes go? Good guess, well done. Have a sticker. So yeah, I don't really do that on people. I also tend to find that you'll be nervous, you'll over-rotate your foot sideways anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So strictly speaking, toes down, but rules are meant to be broken. Right. Spinning hook kick. This is actually the same, will you relax? This is actually the same principle. Because a lot of people start this big circle where they drag it from here, they pick it up about here, and then try and drag it round in the air, and you're just making it far harder work. So break it down into tight turn, straight extension, hook back. So I'm only kicking for that section. I'm not kicking from here to here. I don't need to. His head is only that wide. Even his body is only that wide. So my kick only has to be off the floor for that length of time. So I turn, I extend, and I kick. And he does the best Matrix impression ever. So,
Very good.
Turn tight, turn first, straight back, then through. Ready? 1, turn tight and through. 2, tight turn, through. 3, 4, 5. Switch legs. You're totally coming towards me on this one. Ready? 1, told you. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. Right, and relax, give yourself a little shake out.
Please have a drink if you need one. I know I do. Did I bring my drink?
I don't think you did.
Oh, I did.
Oh, prepared.
Be prepared. Alright, so don't forget, I'll share these videos online, so if you want to go through those kicks again, break them down a bit, go a little bit slower, repeat them, please do. Okay. You look at your people who are watching.
I can't actually see that. That's a terrible confession. So,
That's terrible.
moving on to combinations in the manual and setting them up. Oh no, we're not. Sorry.
Okay.
We also discussed this, and then I immediately did not listen because I was eating an apple.
Yeah, I noticed. Okay, right. Okay, I've got to stay in camera. Do camera that this way. So we're going across that way now. I've got to get a proper setup, this is all. Right,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, folks, 3 things we're going to work on. Okay, I'm going to do it in this order. Pivoting, speed, and control. Okay, pivoting is, especially for you beginners, any beginners out there watching this, pivoting is the important thing for all your kicks. Even a front kick, your foot has to go out about 45 degrees. Okay, so if that's straight forwards, 45 that way from my left, 45 that way from my right, that's left. Okay, so it allows my hips to work a little bit better so I can reach further. If my hip stays forward and I kick, it doesn't want to move properly, it just locks into position. The minute your hips open up like this, then you have a lot more hip movement to push your kicks out. So we have to sort of work on that. So, it's a very quick drill. I'm going to pick your foot up, okay, you see my toes are facing that way, and I go across. Now, I have the control and the understanding of my leg that I can push and I can rotate and push that heel forward so I end up like this. Okay? Now, if you haven't got that, what you're going to do is hop. Okay? Just going to put my leg up and hop, turn my foot. Now, look at what happens to my knee. As soon as I hop and turn my foot, that's a roundhouse kick. And all I have to do to make it a side kick, pull it in, makes it a side kick. So I'll do it from the front, try to avoid that hop. So hop, keep my leg out, roundhouse. Then I put my leg up and I hop and pull my knee in, side kick. Okay? So, what we're going to do, we start nice and slow. Those of you who have control, you're trying to get a full 180. That's there, that's 90, all the way back to the 180. So I pick my knee up, turn. That's the hard way. So I'll pick my knee up and pivot at the same time, because then everything's going together. So that's advanced. Intermediate, knee up, keep the foot down, go across. So again, knee up, across. And then beginner, knee up, jump and turn. So I've just got to get my foot off the floor, turn round. Now for those of you who'd like a little bit of fitness, you can squat and go there, if you want to do it that way. So again, squat down, you go there, and you'll be working your quads and get a little explosion as well. Okay, which one are you doing, Mark?
I will be going with the basic pivot, I think.
Oh, basic.
Basic pivot.
Okay.
Well, I'd say advanced.
So,
That's, yeah.
the foot you pivot with first, make sure that's in front. Okay? So my legs can come up, and we turn there, round. Ready? So, whichever one you're doing. I'm going to do the advanced and knees to straight up.
I'll do the beginner. I consider that one to be the basic one.
Okay, so ready? So 1. Back. Same leg. 2. Try and get as far as you can. Have a quick check at the end. 3. 1-8. 4. 5. 6. 7. Again, if you need to, you can use your arms a bit. 8. 9. 10. Good. Okay, those of you that train with me, you know that we march across the room doing these. So again, if you do have more space, you can go 1, 2. You get practice that pivot. Okay. Right. Now the other leg. So other leg in front, the one back. So this is the pivoting foot. That's the one there. Again, doing the beginner, doing the advanced, intermediate in between. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Remember, you're all the way the opposite way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cool, I shake it up. Okay, right, speed then next. So we need speed, get the knees up, and then we need to practice speed, extending the foot. Okay, so we're isolating the bit. This bit first, that bit from there second. So above the knee to the foot, the second bit from below the knee to the hip first. Okay, so there are 2 ways we can do this. Easy way, okay, is one leg, just bounce down nice and easy. Okay, because you can be a little bit lazy, because you let you keep it down here, but you're still practicing a little bit. So there's a way there. The harder way, okay, to shoulder with a clap. Okay, because if I'm lazy, look, I'm just slapping my legs. So if I get,
Or, what if you're lazy but you do manage to clap into your leg, you're going to need yourself.
Yeah, so those who that bend it, especially you younger guys, so ones under 10, these are now longer than this. So knees to face happens quite a lot for you guys. So we're ready. I have my timer somewhere. One leg, 20 seconds. Are you? Oh, that was press reset. Right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. All the way up. Keep your head up, body straight, breathe. We keep taking the time. Halfway, keep going, keep pushing faster, faster, faster. Time. That was 120 seconds.
Quite awkward because I didn't know you weren't actually making the clap sound.
Make the clap sound. Make it clear.
Make it clear.
Okay, other leg then. Are we ready? Up again, so you just bounce. Again, the other one's the clap. You won't hear me clap, so I've got to hold this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep going, keep breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth.
I'm going.
Keep going, keep going. Fast and fast. Keep pushing. Keep going. Nearly there. Come on, keep going. Time. Right, get some breath. Get some drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big drink.
Put your seatbelts for here.
You have made a schoolboy error.
I have. He's still working. Looks like he's still working.
Amazing. It's still working.
Right. Next one, you're going to sit down. Is that nice?
No.
Okay. You pick your leg up from here. So I'm going to put sewers on.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is not a...
There. So I haven't got to think about my balance when I'm up here. So what happens if I'm doing this here, I'm doing the roundhouse kicks, there, doing it like that. There's a little bit you're going to go, all balance, stop. We're trying to isolate those who want to work one area continuously to develop it. We're not looking to work balance, that's a different thing. That's going to come next to the control one. We're purely looking to just get that one there. Now there's 2 ways to do this. Way number 1, nice and easy. Benefit of your shoulders, fingers pointing backwards, if you're nice and close, pick your knee up. There. See my butt's off the floor. I haven't got to think about my balance, get a bit of a tricep workout, go like that, look a bit mental. Okay? So, looking crazy is good, you're doing it properly if you're doing it crazy. For those who are a little bit crazy, who really want to go for it, okay, sit here. Okay, Cossacks. Okay, so you're getting that develop, using all the muscles you've got to do to extend your legs out, but you've got to hold yourself up and you've got to be fast enough. You go like that. Okay?
I might have a little go at the Cossack.
Oh, I'll do the beginner's one.
Really, you know.
Yeah, I will.
By the way, I'm not good at these. And Al knows I'm not good at these.
You chose them.
I did.
Okay. Now, the benefit is, if you do the Cossacks, you have to do them twice, because we've got to do both legs.
Oh!
Right, are you ready?
No.
So, remember, I'll do my left leg first. Don't do that, I'll just put it onto a minute.
Oh.
That would be fun.
It would not have been fun.
Ready? So, one leg. 3, 2, 1, go. So, extend it out. Remember, don't let your leg knee go spaghetti. Still controlling it. Fast as you can. Push, push, push. 10 seconds. Remember to breathe still. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Should feel it burning out. Time. Feel good?
I'm reserving judgment because 20 seconds wasn't bad, but it's never the first one that gets you, is it?
Okay, hopefully you still see me. I have no idea what's going on now. Oh, you can still see me. It's all good.
We're
Right,
running at
other leg then.
I'm ready. I got this, son.
Got this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Fast, 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 fast. If you've got family, don't do martial arts, are watching you now going, what's wrong with them? Are they part of a weird cult?
Weird.
Yeah, with a kick your leg cult. Come on. Last few seconds, keep going. Speed up you. Come on.
We're doing stuff.
So,
It's hard
hello
to
guys, there's quite a few of you. Oh, there's not, there's about 10. But people have come on, thank you. Hopefully not so sweaty as I am. Right.
We left the heaters running.
Yeah. And I'm sure most people left when we watched us doing that. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Okay, right, control. Now we're going to have to do this on the back wall so they can see us. Now hopefully you can see us. Okay, so control. We're going to work. It's a good time. Yeah, we'll work roundhouse kick. Okay? So, I'm going to pick a leg up from there, knee up and extend and hold it out. Now you can hold on to something as you do it. Do 30 seconds one leg, switch, 30 seconds the other leg. Okay? So make sure you've got something to hold on to. If you are confident and you can, lock everything in, remember, body up straight, push your chest forward, hips out, in, and hold it out to there. Go for it.
I also have an awesome idea.
Okay.
Stand over there. If you have a training partner in the house, because we're quite lucky in the regard that we have people who live in the house with us. Okay. Well, these people who live in the house with us. So, Mr. Banks, put your hands on the wall.
Got some time.
Mr. Banks is pressing buttons.
Okay.
So, and squeeze that way a little bit because you and I are going to crash into each other. So, if you want to, once you picked your leg up and held out, you're still going to need to go that way a little bit. Right.
Hopefully you can see him.
So up, out, and you can do little circles around each other. Okay, that is for the truly mental among you.
Well, if there's two of you.
Yeah.
Or you.
If there's one of you, I mean, you can pick anything that's sticking out of the wall as long as it's not.
You get a family member to hold the cat out.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it when the cat. You get it wrong, the cat kills you. Okay. Are we ready then? 30 seconds.
I'll be doing it though, because I don't want it to be awkward between us.
Ooh, just hold.
We'll hold, okay.
Okay, ready? Otherwise, people will get confused what we're doing. Right, so you're going to hold it out. Remember, try and keep your leg as high as you can. Even if it goes down to here, don't let it drop. So we're trying to develop holding it out and getting that control.
Oh.
So even if it goes low, here's better, but there's better than that.
Yeah. Also, lift with the posterior chain. So turn, so that I'm holding up, look, with glutes and lats. I'm not here trying to hold it up with tiny little quad muscles. That won't work.
Are you ready?
I am.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, it's not a contest, but look, it's a contest.
It's always a contest. Halfway. Keep going. It's biting. It's bites.
See the biter.
200.
Schnitzel.
20.
20 bitte.
Time. Woo. Right, we switching sides?
I think so.
Okay, you can press the button.
Okay. Oh, good. Laura's in charge of the buttons, everybody.
Okay, maybe it's a 4-second counter.
Okay,
So
ready?
press the button,
Everybody?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, go. I'm not actually holding on to anything.
That's not good.
19 seconds to go.
19 seconds to flow. Hold your leg up straight and you gotta go. Do you feel it in your bum? Oh yes. You feel it in your bum? Oh yes.
Stop it. 5 seconds. The clock's upside down.
It's the buzzer. It's fine. We're waiting for the buzzer. Hey. And there you go.
That did not feel good.
So pivoting, speed, crazy flicky legs, and then control, hold it out straight into position. Okay?
Right.
Fun times.
Time check, please.
41.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do the combos or do you want to go
You
into
remember.
the... Okay. Very quickly through some of the combos. I'll pick some of the more ones that come up consistently wherever you go.
Oh, we alternate. You do one and then you call out on it.
Okay. Let's start. I'm going to leave front kick, jump front kick on the basis of time. So let's start with roundhouse spinning hook kick. So I'm going to put myself on a line so you can see what I'm talking about with this concept. Okay, that's the line. I need to obviously stay on it as much as possible, but I also need to set myself up well, because what a lot of people do is they kick, bring it here, and now you're trying to spin from what we talked about earlier with a quarter of the circle that you didn't need to have. So, particularly if you already know you're going to throw the kick, which 9 times out of 10 with a spinning kick, you've thought this through. I'm going to go here, kick, pull tight. So I'm on the line, but I've pulled myself so that that little kick is only that section there. I'm already round. I haven't had to think about dragging myself round. So remember, kick, in, tight. Hook on the end. Okay. I'll get you to retract it for the simple fact that good retraction is a good habit. So we're going to round, pull tight, hook, back to where we started. Okay, so right leg all the time. 1, kick, tight, hook, back, step back.
Do you want to count so you can breathe?
Why not, sir?
Okay, 2, roundhouse, bring it back, hook kick, remember to turn the head. 3, roundhouse, bring it in, turn the head. 4, and 5. And back. Okay, other leg. So left leg's back, ready to kick. If you did your right leg, start with left. If you did your left, you do your right. Ready? 1, kick, spin, switch. 2, 3, over there, lands, turn the head. 4, kick, push it down. And 5. Watch out. And back. Cool.
Okay, swapping out. Right.
Oh, sure. May I skip?
What's that, sorry, sir?
Yes, go and skip.
Do you want front kick, side kick, back kick, or roundhouse?
Yeah, go on. I'll do that. It's fine.
Okay, front, side, back. So making sure stay linear. Because all of them are linear kicks. So if I were to walk in front of Mr. Banks, they would all hit me down the centre line. Nothing would hit the sides of me. So he's going to pick up his knee, push forwards, turn, bringing everything across the line, side, okay, keeping himself on the line, turn tight, look at the foot, turn first and back. So what's the difference really between the two of us? I will crunch, watch, if you can see, the foot set up. So there's the front, watch the foot set up. See him turn the foot, okay, and here look, watch the foot turn again. So he's setting the feet up for the automatic pivot. So remember, keep the pivots tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, change legs. And again, remember, do what you did. If there was a kick that didn't go the way you wanted to, acknowledge it, but don't dwell on it. Because if you dwell on it, you're just living in the
You
past.
don't actually do anything.
Yeah, you're not actually achieving anything in terms of progress, you're just regressing. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Remember the good retraction as well. 4. And 5. It doesn't help if
Spaghetti knee.
we have laid mats on top of mats as well. Just to be clear, I did not do this. Okay, I will pick the last combo, I think, for the sake of, unless Mr. Banks wants to do another one.
No, that's good. Last combo.
I'm keeping things simple. Roundhouse, 360 roundhouse. Because this is the one that most people do roundhouse and then kind of 360 out to in kick because they don't turn tight enough. Again, you've got to kick and you've got to pull in tight. So for this one, by the time I get round for doing the jump roundhouse kick, essentially what I want is a roundhouse. I want this, boom, boom, with a spin in the middle, which means I have to get myself the full 360 to where I need to be. So I'm going to kick, bring it in tight. See how, rather than last time where I was back to you because I knew I was going to use my heel, because I know I'm going to be using my shin and my instep now, I've gone, rather than being here, I'm here when I finish, so that I can take what I call over the fence. So this one goes up, I rock my hips over and kick round. So I'm using the top of my foot. So my hips need to go here, over to this side. So again, I kick, turn, little kick on the end. Okay, and I'm turning myself. By the time you're done, your belly button should be minimally there. Ideally, I want it that corner. Okay, so Mr. Banks is going to count because I'm probably going to go quite dizzy in a second.
Ready? 1. So kick, bring it back, spin, kick. Reset. 2. Kick, spin, set.
That one was better.
3. Kick. Again, keep the heads turning around, so always spin it, lead the movement. 3.
That was actually 4, but never mind.
Or whatever, I can't count, we all know that. 5. Okay. Other leg, so the leg back, and we same leg twice. 1. Kick, set the leg up, kick. 2. Kick, turn the head, set the leg up. 3. Up. 4. Kick. And last one, 5. Good. And finish that. Cool. Well. Right then. 4 kicks.
Ooh.
Okay. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that. I know incredibly messy start.
Yeah, it was actually quite funny. We used to have a gas hob, and now we have 2 electric hobs, and we realised early on in the power cut that we couldn't even make a cup of tea, and tempers were frayed. But we've got it running. Friday we're going to be doing envelope training, so...
if you want that bit of fitness, then you got that for Friday. Again, I'm going to be doing another online video. It won't be tomorrow because I'm not finishing work till late. But hopefully I can start doing Friday and maybe get it finished by Saturday. Sort of a middle level one, so sort of from orange belt to green 2 tag one, and then hopefully next week I'll do a black belt one. Yeah. But again, you've got to try, and I'm now working full time compared to the first lockdown where I had all the time in the world to make videos and spend hours editing and then swearing at my computer and my phones and my cameras and everything. I don't have that time now. Okay, so I'm going to try and do as best as I can, so just please bear with me. And again, very sorry about the way the video is set up tonight. Well, 10 minutes before I didn't even think we would be able to do it because there was no light. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't forget, the ATMA channel on YouTube has all the videos you could ever need. If you want to send us anything, if you want to send us messages, if you have any questions about anything we cover in any of the videos, we're always here. We are both working full time now, but we're still always here and we'll always happily help, and God willing we'll be back up and running soon.
Yeah, okay. And again, don't forget to like the thing and help more people see it, and share it if you can. I will get these and edit them down and then reshare them to the page and the YouTube channel so you can look through them again as many times as you like. Okay, right, thank you very much. Thanks Sue, have a great evening, thanks for joining us.